Awesome. All right. Welcome everyone. It's July. Shazam. It's like it's half of July. That's crazy. We have a shorter summer. Well, so our daughter's in band, as a lot of you know, and so we have gotten all of our fun stuff over because band camp starts next week. So good times. Summer is over for us. But many of you have a little bit more summer to go, although a few of you are teachers. Yep, I see you, Melissa. Bark, bark. My apologies to those of you who are also suffering the end of summer prematurely. Although I will say not having to spend, August outdoors, I guess August here is pretty hot, but um so we have a couple of fun things on the horizon that I want to talk about. And then I put a little more detail in the newsletter about the tutorial bundle that you guys have access to and kind of what that means, what you can do with it. I don't encourage you to print it. Do not do this. This is a bad idea because this was like 80 pages of printing. It's insane. But I printed it once because I want you to see what these tutorial bundles give you access to. So I participate in the tutorial bundle, which therefore I can give it to my team for free. So everybody gets it. Um, what they've added is a caveat that you, as my team members, can give it to customers if they place a minimum order. And they have set this because these are people who participate from across the globe. They've set kind of a threshold, and it's $50 is the minimum order. Um, I am okay with you giving it to someone for Paper Pumpkin because I feel like Paper Pumpkin subscribers need something, but generally $50 orders, Paper Pumpkin subscribers, people who are pouring into your business, right? Who are ordering from you, I think this is a really nice gift. You can just use the link that I send you. You don't have to upload it to your own Google Drive and do that whole process. You can just use the same link that I use to share it. And you'll want to share it directly with them. So via email, you could send it via Facebook Messenger if you wanted, but no posting it on the general web, no posting it on the general Facebook for everybody to look at. We want to make sure that this retains its value. Um, if you don't have customers or you don't want to share it, that's okay too, because some of your best class ideas can come from here as well. So for those of us who are teaching classes, there are a lot of times when I am uninspired and I just need something. And what I like about it is there's techniques. There's 3D items in every single month. I always think there's a couple of 3D items. There's always a couple of fun folds. Um, you have demonstrators from across the globe. So you're getting different kinds of ideas. They're not all American style stamping. I happened upon a great example of this. And I'll spotlight myself or do whatever I need to do to I don't know. Is Spotlight, does Spotlight work? Is that the one that works? Yes. Okay, good. So this is a card design with the trusty tools. And this is by a Dutch demonstrator. And it's very not American, right? Like these funny little corners and the style. It's almost monochromatic, but not quite. I like that. I want to be able to see designs that aren't the typical standard layers, colors that we use. European demonstrators in particular, especially the Germans and sometimes the Dutch as well, do really interesting things with stamp sets that we wouldn't do. And there's lots of tricks in here. This is the June one, but it showed how to make a cool archway type thing with a punch, with that modern oval punch. I never would have thought of doing that, like never in a million years. So this resource is for you. It's for you to use in your crafting. I would recommend if you want to download it to your laptop or your iPad, you could put it in the library that you have on your iPad and the books. I don't recommend printing it. Again, that's a lot of paper. Um, but it's definitely something that you can use in your arsenal and hopefully, you can pass it along to other people. So I just wanted to talk about that because I think that's a really nice team perk and it might be something that you haven't noticed, or maybe you haven't actually clicked on or you haven't actually used. So, which is fine. So yay. A couple of shout outs. We had a couple folks who had a really good June. So we had five people who were over 500 last month. We had Patsy Palmer. Let me get my little clapper out. And Sarah Cuoma, who's having knee replacement surgery today.
Oh,
And Jill Moyer, who's trying to catch a flight to Florida. And Glenda Brown, who's here, and Anita Mester. Yay! So, congratulations to all five of you for having a really good June. June was a tough month for sales, and we've kind of talked a little bit about it. Summer's tough. People are moving and grooving and going and doing, and summer is when I run my BOGO. It's when I sell stuff on Stampin' Up and Down or one of those Facebook groups. I have done eBay as well, but I haven't done eBay in a long time. Um, it's summer's the time when I'm looking to move merchandise in other ways, right? And I know I've got to like incentivize. That's why Stampin' Up has the bonus days coupons, right? Um, so thankful for those tax-free holidays coming up. Yay. So if you haven't checked the updates, Stampin' Up put out the chart for all of the states that have tax-free weekends, and ours is in August. It is the weekend of Texas is the weekend of August 9th. Um, Other states, like you might have friends and family or customers in other states, so you might want to let other people know. Candy also posted it in Southern Sweet Stampers. So if you're looking for the document download, it's also in the file section on Southern Sweet Stampers. Um, but yeah, that's why we have to run some deals in the summer, right? That's why Amazon has Amazon Prime Days starting tomorrow, right? Because they know just as well as everyone else, right? That this is a tough time. So, a couple things. We have some folks who qualified for the Better Your Best for the last quarter, which was April, May, and June. And I posted in the event. So the event itself is going to be on Friday, August 2nd at 7 o'clock. It'll be on a Zoom. We'll send you like a private link for a Zoom if you qualified for it. There are four ways you could qualify. You could qualify. So if you're new to Stampin' Up, when you hit your first 900 in sales, you are qualified. And it does not a whole lot for you. On our team, you earn the bone folder, our team bone folder that we have. That I'll see if I've got another one in my drawer. You earn the bone folder. Oh, there's a dimensional. Um, but what it signifies to Stampin' Up is that you're you're actually doing something with this, right? So when you hit that first 900, right, that's when you qualify. You could promote to the next compensation level. You could have recruited a team member, or you better your best in sales, which now we kind of understand that since Stampin' Up ran that Better Your Best challenge in April. You basically take the time period from last year and you see if you can do better. And I know Patsy got in by the skin, the hair on her chinny chin chin. Uh, so Anita Mester got in for promoting and Pat Mora for being qualified. We had 4 people who qualified because of recruiting: Sarah, Rhonda Lewis, Lisa Hagan, and Terry Bouquet. Yay! And then the sales folks were Anita, Sarah, Bonnie Bostick, Galinda Brown, Jill Moyer, and Crystal Sohn. So Susan and I are doing this one together. Susan's never done a Better Your Best party. So her and I are doing it together, and we're going to have both team qualifiers together on a Zoom. We have a fun set of projects planned for you guys, and we'll mail you packets, and you'll have those so that you can craft with us on August 2nd. So we will do this again for this next quarter. So starting now, July, August, September. Reports will come out in October. So we'll probably do it like the last weekend in October, only because I've got my retreat in there as well. So, and most likely it'll be holiday crafting right at that point. But I always try to give you guys like a little bit of product, maybe something you haven't played with before. And we design some cards and we have some fun. So, yeah, thanks and congratulations to everybody who qualified. Where's my clapper? Oh yeah, I gotta get my clapper. I know, I'm excited. I found it. Uh, it's been by going through all my stuff and trying to get rid of retiring stuff, you find things, it's amazing. Uh, Cleaning your office is good. So, okay. So other than that, where we are in the Stampin' Up! Year is we have a holiday catalog that's coming out very soon. We will get to preview it next week.
Show my dirty.
Mute him, whoever he is. Next week, we'll get to preview the holiday catalog. The holiday catalog will come out, I think it's next week, Wednesday, but I'm going to check it. And let's see. And right now, the mailing selector is open. The digital version of the mini catalog will be out on the 24th of July at 1 p.m. Mountain. So that is 2 p.m. our time. So that's exciting. Everybody wants to see the holiday catalog. If you attended or qualified to attend the April Sales Challenge event last week, we got to see a preview of a product in the new catalog, which was exciting, in the holiday catalog. That was fun. So they did a special event for us last week, Thursday, and we got the pink paper, the Countryside Rose paper, and they had some projects designed for us. So it was very much like the kind of stamp along type thing that we did, the Creativity Now in June, except we also got, and we didn't even know we were going to get, a sneak peek at the holiday catalog. And we got to see a new bow die. So it's a flat die that makes strips that you can build like the really nice package bows. And it includes, it's a bundle because you can bundle it with DSP. It fits a 6x6 piece of DSP perfectly. And you run it through, I think you need 2 runs though to get a full bow, if I'm not mistaken. But super cute, and paper was cute, very classic Christmas. And so there were a lot of people who were very excited about the bow die. What I liked best was actually the cards made with it, because there were some really inventive ways to use the little pieces on cards. So, but that was a neat perk. So, and then mailing selector is right now. So if you have anybody that you like to mail a catalog to because you don't see them in person, or you're concerned you won't see them in person between now and the beginning of September, I've started using mailing selector even for folks, maybe not here in Dripping, but people in Austin, or people that I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to see them between now and then. And I want to make sure that I get a catalog in their hand. So I would highly recommend that, if you, it's affordable. It's not, crazy expensive to add people to the mailing selector. And Candy did a little walkthrough, I think, on the Southern Sweet Stampers, so you can see that there. So, other than that, we've got a couple new kits this month, and of course, all the online exclusives. So questions so far about anything that we've got going on?
I have a question.
Yeah.
When we were doing the event where we used the cute little bird creativity now, there were a couple of other things that we could go, I guess, back to that link or something and find. Have I missed the window for that?
In terms of making those projects, like 2 other projects.
Yes.
No, the projects were on that PDF that you got, and I think it was on the printout. I printed one for you too. So if you have the printout, all the instructions are there. That's the nested I don't remember what it's called. Hold on, I've got it right here.
Wintry something.
So that's the nested Winterly Treetops is the stamp
Yeah,
set. So
winter.
this is the this will be in the holiday catalog. So this is coming. And if you didn't get a chance to get it, you will be able to have a chance to get it in August. The dies and the DSP. And then the other things in this suite are the earth tone shimmer gems, which are really pretty, and the natural tone linen thread, which is really
Yeah.
pretty. It has a green, a blue, and a brown, the copper. The reason I like the linen thread is it's thinner. It's like our linen thread right now. It's not that weird wiry stuff that we got last year in the in colors. It's very usable. So, but no, haven't lost your window on that. You could totally still make that project. I'm going to make the projects on a live at the end of the month, to get folks excited about the upcoming holiday catalog stuff coming out. So when I do make it, I'll share that video back on our team page so you guys can see it. And I'll have the other cards completed too. So you can see all of the cards that we made that weekend. So if that would be helpful.
Kathleen had a question.
Oh, yes. Is the pink countryside paper even better in person? It is. It's really cute. It is. It's adorable paper. So let me pull that. Yeah, so this is Countryside Inn is the blue version, right? That many of us got a chance to, we've had this paper for a little while. And then they offered an exclusive pack. They're not selling it in pink. And it is quite cute in pink. The stripes are really fun. I like the little birds. I think they're very cute. There's the foxes are quite possibly, I don't know, they're even more adorable in pink, and I don't even know how that's possible. It was a really fun paper. So I've been thinking about ways that I'm gonna use these papers, because I don't need this much pink paper. I've made the projects as assigned, and then I came up with a couple other projects that I've been working on. But I think I'm going to use them as like an ordering incentive in August, because I just don't know. I think people might want to get their hands on some pretty pink paper. So I'm going to show off those projects and hopefully do that in August. So,
Melissa,
yeah.
I took 6, well, I did the 3 that were the project in our whatever. Then I took 6 sheets of the paper and I made 25 cards. because I had to get it done. I felt like I was drowning in bubble gum or cotton candy. It was just not my thing. So
It's
I
pretty
have
pink.
it's really pink. So I have a whole stack for donations, but, and then I'm going to share the other 6 papers with my friend.
Well, and
But
I think they would be great for breast cancer month in October. I think they would be great encouragement cards.
and they're
Um,
one page with the bunnies. I mean, you could save it for the springtime, for
yeah,
Easter
I think
and
it's
all.
great for baby cards.
But it's a lot of pink.
It is a lot of pink, and it's a lot of shades of pink. So it has,
Yeah, and
it's
they're
a, it's an interesting mix of pinks, because it has
yeah.
petal pink, pretty in pink, and melon mambo. And petal pink's got like almost a yellowish tone to it. So
To me, it's purely peach. It's
it is
peach. I mean,
very peach.
I can't use it as a pink. To me, it just,
No,
just,
no. And peach pie, it was funny. I had people over here for open studio and she was like, "Oh, can I see peach pie? Do you think it'll go?" And I was like, "No." Uh, and I showed her peach pie. She was like, "Oh," I was like, "Yes, peach pie is an aggressive peach. Like that's like peach pie." I was like, "It's more friends with pumpkin pie than he is friends with peaches, like uh but yes, it is very, very pink. And I do like how, but the designs were good. I thought there were some interesting ways to use the DSP. It also showed you some ways to use busy DSPs. Like sometimes, when you get a pack of DSP and you're like, nah, that's a lot of little busy patterns. There were some really handy ways to use it. So I'll be doing a class on that one too, on a Wednesday. And I think it might be my first one in August, though. Like I've kind of got classes lined up. But yeah, it's very pink, but it's very pretty. And if you like pink, it's definitely pink. So um, if you got the packet from Candy's meeting, everybody should have their packets. I sold my last packet, so that's good. And I wanted to show you, it's the iconic imagery. So if you had that, if you want to see some kind of instructions on how to do it, check out Candy's meeting because she's got all of that. But the plaid is really nice in this paper. The trees are really adorable. Um, and then there's 2 sheets that have one has the doves on it, which I really liked, and then one has the snowflakes, which is really nice. The other paper in here is more fall, birthday, other occasions. So there's a few of us who do Merry Makers, which is the Christmas card series. We've done it for a couple of years. So we're actually using this in August for Christmas, and we have separate designs for that. But then I wanted to show you, I also made like a Hanukkah card, so celebrate the light. And I ended up kind of die cutting those little stars out of the bottom and putting some gold foil. And then I thought this one was really cute too. The Love the Season. There's some really strong fall papers in there as well. And some Valentine's papers, which is wild. So the iconic imagery suite is part of the online exclusives. And it's nice. It's a nice set. Pretty easy to work with. The other 2 that I'm playing with this month is Changing Leaves and Frosted Forest. So Frosted Forest has a set of masks with it, and Changing Leaves has a hybrid embossing folder. So it definitely stamps well. Yeah, it's a red rubber. Is it red rubber or is it clear? No, it's photopolymer, but it does stamp well. Yeah. I mean, I've used this not out of it. So, and I've gotten clean images. The big words come out really clean. I haven't had any, I mean, it's pretty clean. Like I'm pretty jazzed about the stamping with it. So, um, and the little trees are fun and like the little leaves and stuff. The little There's a snowflake, like a six-sided snowflake that stamps really well too. I have not tried the candles, but I haven't needed to try those. So, good. I think that that's it in Stampin' Up land. We've got Paper Pumpkin will be the August Paper Pumpkin is birthday cards. I did see a snapshot. If you're not following the Paper Pumpkin page on Facebook, you need to be, because they're showing extra sneak peeks there. So like the official Paper Pumpkin, you know, like the business page, right? But they showed two very cute little sneak peeks, and it has rose gold twine, which is really cute. It has rose gold imprinting, and it has like what do you call that? It's a accordion fold card. So there's rose gold foil, accordion card folds, a festive color palette, and a birthday sentiment stamp set. Plus you get an extra gift, and the extra gift is numbers. So they're number stamps. So you can do like happy 35th birthday or happy 50th or 50th anniversary. So there's a set of numbers. So make sure you're following the official Paper Pumpkin Facebook page, because I'm seeing sneak peeks on there that I'm not seeing elsewhere. But this was one of the cute, so like accordions out with like lots of birthday candles. Sorry, the color's terrible. That color is not coming across well. And then there's a cute little like tie, and it's like rose gold twine. So it looks really nice. I love rose gold. I'm a sucker. I don't know. I'm a sucker for rose gold. And then if you haven't looked at the add-on dies for Paper Pumpkin, the Every Celebration one, the leaves in it are much larger than I thought they were going to be. So the die, so every 3 months they come out with a die set. See how big that leaf is? It's actually, I mean, it's like 3 fingers. I mean, it's a really big detailed leaf. It's actually really nice. So they come out with a die set to coordinate with Paper Pumpkin every 3 months, and each die has a month. So this is July, hooray, is August, and the leaf is September. And we've already seen some sneak peeks about September. It's got snails, so it's going to be very fall oriented and not Halloweeny. So just FYI, because I know some people don't like Halloween and don't want Halloween. They don't need Halloween cards or anything like that. Um, so other questions, comments, concerns?
I have a question about, since I went to Bronze Elite.
Mhm.
And so now I think I have to do like 450. I think it said 1800 or something. So that's 450 a quarter. Is that right?
In order to keep your Bronze Elite status, yeah, you'll
Right.
want to
Okay, that's the question. That's the question. What if I don't keep it? Do I just go back to bronze?
Yes.
I don't get dropped for good. I mean,
No.
you just
No.
go back to the bronze. Okay.
Yes. And what's nice about it is that it doesn't really matter until the end of September. So at the end of September, that's the end of the Stampin' Up! Year. And that's when you want to be operating at your title, whatever that is. So at the end of September, you want to make sure that you're at your title, because then on October 1, and when commissions roll and they run all the reports and stuff, then you'll be at that title and you get to maintain that title for an entire year. Even if, let's say, by November or December, you're not at that title anymore. You're not operating at that title. Let's see that you are silver and you have a recruit. You want that person to hang tight with you until October 15th or so, and then they can go away if they need to. But you really want to, at the end of September, to be operating and performing at your title so that you can maintain your title And Stampin' Up! Very much so gives it to you and then doesn't take it away until the end of the Stampin' Up! Year. So anybody who earned a title this year, whether you earned it in October or November or in March or this month, right? You get to keep it until the end of September. And then on October 1, that's when they'll retitle everybody. So there's this really important period where we want to be, at the end of September, trying to maintain our title. So you'll see lots of people trying to, maybe they've got a sales goal or they're trying to do something in order to maintain their title.
Okay.
But good questions. That's a great question. So, and not something we've talked about maybe ever. I don't know. So, good. Other questions? Stampin' Up's great though, right? Like they give you that extra, you get 25% off instead of the 20% off at Bronze Elite. So you get an extra discount, which is really nice. But I like that they give it to you and then they don't take it back. There's no penalty, It's the same like if people need to drop. We've got a few folks who are impending this month and like it's okay. They can drop. They can always come back. It's no big deal. We know that situations change. The one thing I'll say though is we do have like a hardship. You can get like a one-time exemption from being dropped. And we've had people on the team take it because maybe their husband passed away or maybe something less tragic, a job shift. You've been occupied with something else, right? But you get a one-time kind of pass at meeting your quarterly minimums. And then after that, then you're expected to meet your quarterly minimums. But it's nice that they have that option as well. So, but yeah, good question.
Something else I was wondering.
Mhm.
I hate to be the only one asking a question.
No, it's great. You just keep going. You're probably
Uh,
asking things that other people have wondered,
About your team roster. Do you have an updated team roster somewhere, like just for your team? I know there's one on Candy's site but it's all jumbled up and you can't tell who's just on your team. Do you have one
Yes.
just for your team or could you furnish one for us?
Very, very secretly, we do have one. You guys just don't know. It's on the incentive tracker. So on the incentive tracker spreadsheet, which is linked at the top of our group, and it's also linked in my email. I always put it in the emails, which is good. I need to talk about the incentive tracker anyway. There's a tab that says birthdays. And that has everyone's address and their birthday. So if you're wanting like an email address or something, then you need to contact me. But we have an updated birthday list in there. And I hope that it's up to date.
Are you talking about on the Facebook group?
So on the Facebook group, there's a link to a document. It's a Google Doc called the Incentive Tracker. So if you go to the top of our group and you look under featured, there's a couple of things that are featured. There's the Better Your Best party. I always have our monthly team link there. So if you guys are ever looking for it, FYI, it's always there. And then the next thing down says, if you want to view your incentive coupons, you can always check on them here. And it's called the C2C Team Incentive Tracker. So this is where I keep track of y'all's coupons. When you earn your $5 and $10 coupons for sales and recruitment, that's where they are. And I was actually talking to Patsy yesterday because she's coming to retreat in the fall, which is great. And she has a boatload of coupons that she needs to use. So we have coupons and I will roll coupons over once. So at the end of the year, at the end of the Stampin' Up! Year, September, I'll roll current coupons over, but we already have a rollover column and everybody in that rollover column needs to use their coupons or they're going to lose them. So it's not super fun to try to figure out how many coupons you have left there. You just have to go in and count like your name and just be like, all right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, So Kathleen, you hear me? You hear me? Good. All right. So I'm about to send some little messages to people that say, hey, you need to use your coupons. Because my fear is that we're going to have like hundreds of dollars of a liability in coupons. And all of a sudden, I don't know, you're all going to come to me one day and be like, we all want to get our coupons. And I'm going to be like, oh, okay, cool. So I prefer coupon usage to be spread out, lots of you use them for, monthly team kits. Susan and I will be doing our event in Wimberley. You can use it for that event, the stamp camp. If I do an online event, if I do, I'll have like a retreat in a box. You can use it for that. You were saving it for retreat, but then it filled up before you could sign up. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if y'all heard, but my retreat filled up in like a week. It was stupid. So I'm renting an RV. This is how bad things have gotten at our retreat situation. Like it's gotten a little wild. Yes, so you can also use coupons just for product. So if you're like, hey, Melissa, I want the Frosted Forest stamp set. Great. I'll use your coupons for that. So let me know what you want to use. But in that document, I have a birthday tab because very sweet Elena does our birthday cards for our team, and she uses that to ship people's birthday cards. So I work to keep that updated. So, but if you're looking for something else, just let me know. Just message me and I can connect you with somebody. So, and we can do pre-order in August. Yes. So we'll get the online version of the holiday catalog on the 24th. And then in August, we can pre-order. And in August, is it on the 1st? It's not. So I want to be careful. So on August 1st, you can redeem your bonus day coupons. You can start to do that. And then on the 6th is when you can start to shop the mini catalog. And with the mini catalog, we generally can buy everything in the catalog. There's just quantity limits. So you have access to the entire catalog, but you can only buy one of the non-consumable items and two of the consumable items. So like two of the papers, but only one of the stamp set. My laptop's going to die. Hold on. Oh dear. Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm noticing I'm on that page. Why are some highlighted in neon green?
Why is what highlighted in neon green?
I'm looking at birthdays.
Oh, that is a very secret system between Elena and I.
Okay.
Those are people that were new, and I didn't want her to forget them, like as she works ahead. So
Okay. No, that's great. Yeah, because one of my new recruits on there. So
yeah. We
yeah, I just want to
try.
make sure.
I keep the new ones highlighted until we have like another batch of newbies, and then I like unhighlight everybody, and then I highlight the new batch so I can show Elena like who we've added to the team. So yes, I'm very thankful that Elena does. I send her stamps so that we can have birthday cards, and I'm very thankful that she does our team birthday cards. It's a great thing. So someone sent me a message the other day like, thanks for my birthday card. I'm like, you're welcome. You should thank Elena, not me, but I'll take the thank you. It's just one thing, and then you could do tax-free weekend. You could. So tax-free weekend for Texas is that next weekend, like the 9th. Yeah. So, and then ordering from the catalog for customers is also not on the 1st. It's also like weird. It's like September 4th. Yeah, September 4th. So we're all kind of a little bit behind. So. But I'm very excited to see what they've got coming out. It'll be good. Have you had to contact demo support recently? If so, how'd it go? Yeah, I've been, the chat's open. Do you guys have chat, or is it just for Silver Elite and above? I wonder. One of you try to chat. Somebody log into stampinup.com, like on the demonstrator side, and see if you have the chat button in the bottom right-hand corner. It's like a little blue circle, and it has like a funny little like 3-dot thought bubble. Let me know if you have access to it. For a while there, they took the chat away while they were training a whole bunch of new demo support folks. And then they rolled it back, but I wasn't sure if they gave it to everybody. Ooh. Do you have the chat function, Kathleen? Can you see it? Oh, interesting. Let me show you where it is on my page. Sure. See this here, this little bubble? I can chat, but you guys don't have that. Wow.
Show
On
the
my-
bubble again, please.
Oh, yes, I will show the bubble. Show the bubble. Share. When it's down here, stop. Stop. Go away. It's like a little, see the little blue bubble? And it just
Okay.
kind of moves with you. Nobody else has that? Oh, that's a shame. Well,
I think
you-
I saw it when I was on it yesterday or day before.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I chat for what I need for demo support. Sometimes I email because I don't need an immediate response, and they always get back to me, within a couple of days. But I like the chat feature because it's fast, right? And if you need a quick answer on something, it's an easy way to get support. And then I'm not on the phone, so I have not called in quite some time. The only time I call in is when I have to deal with a tax-free order for the senior center. So, but
I got an email from Stamping Up telling me, I had been in the group for a year, like a 1 year anniversary thing.
oh yeah,
It said, click the link for like I guess a little badge logo.
yeah.
When I clicked it, it didn't do anything.
Oh,
Didn't go anywhere. And I clicked it and the next day and it didn't do anything.
you should hit reply and tell them, hey, the link's not working. Because sometimes they do that. They send out emails and the links don't work. So
Well, and also it comes, see, I use my Roadrunner email, and
mm,
Roadrunner is notorious for not recognizing links. I hate it.
mhm.
So I need to, is there a way, can I change my email from
Yes.
it is,
Yeah.
like change it over?
Yes.
I use Gmail most of the time. And when I do
yes.
things with you, like paying for classes, and it's using my Gmail address,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's
I could
easy.
just go in, can I just go into my account and
Yep.
change my email? And then
Yep.
will you get notified that my email's been changed or something?
So
then-
it's interesting. I wish they would notify us. They definitely don't notify us, but if you tell me you're going to change it, I'll go in and I'll change it everywhere else too.
That's a lot of trouble for you, but
No, it's not. It's no big deal. Easy peasy.
okay. Well, I'll
Yeah.
try that then. And I'll let you know when I do it then.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I think it's smart. Like we've had quite a few folks on the team who have, changed their emails or gotten like a quote unquote business email where they segment, their stuff in that email. So you want it to be, I used to have it go to my terrible Hotmail, which is like a wasteland of 35,000 unread emails and that must die soon. So yeah, 35,000. It's okay. No big deal. Oh yeah, broken stamp cases. That happens. Yeah, I would just chat them or send them an email, honestly. I mean, that's like a slow boat, right? Like you don't need an immediate answer on that. So you can just email them and then they'll get back to you. So I prefer email for 90% of the stuff I do. I use the chat function when I want to like add a host, like add an order to a host code. That's usually the only time I use the chat. So, but good. Other questions? I saw Melissa was like, I want to start a YouTube. That's good. It's not hard. You have to have a Google account in order to start a YouTube. So just make sure that you have a Google account. If you don't have a Google account, get one. And then, you can start uploading. If you're doing Facebook Live videos, you can start uploading those. I think that's the easiest way to start because are already taping something. But you can tape things just for YouTube. And I just have like the arm I use is from Amazon. It's like a really cheap little, like a $30 arm. It was funny. Carol Lee, who's on Candy's team, came to my office and she goes, "That's it? That's your setup?" I was like, "That's my setup." It doesn't have to be complicated, So, but someone was telling me the other day, they said, when I first started watching your videos, they were like, what did they say? They said, all of your videos you did were in the dark and you were very, very quiet. And they're like, I was concerned that you were like hiding this from your husband or something. And I just died laughing. And I said, no, I said, I was taping videos when my child was asleep. And so I very much was like, so now we're going to do a craft very quietly while the child is sleeping. Yes. So anyway, someone was telling me that they were very concerned for me, but they kept watching my videos, which felt really good. I was like, oh, I'm so glad you stuck with me all these years. Now I can talk out loud. It's great, But it was pretty funny. I was like, no, I wasn't hiding it from my husband. It's pretty funny.
So you tape your videos on your phone,
I do.
and then do you put them on YouTube from your phone?
So
Or
there's three ways to do it. So you can either tape it, you can do a live on Facebook, and then you can download it from Facebook and then upload it to YouTube. So that's option one if you want to do a Facebook Live. If you just want to tape a video, then you can just tape it on your phone like a video and you can upload it to YouTube. That's simple. Or the third option is you can go live on YouTube and then there's no downloading and uploading necessary because it's all right there. And so I used to, for years, did lives on Facebook, downloaded them, uploaded them, right, and did that whole process. And Facebook Lives were just getting weirder and weirder. The buttons were moving all the time, and I was having there's glitches because what I do is I set up my laptop here so I can see comments, right, while I'm like taping. So I've got my phone in here, and then I have my laptop. Some people use their iPad just so they can see comments and respond to people, right? That's how I can see what's happening. And I wasn't able to see on the screen anymore. Like something was happening with Facebook Lives and I wasn't able to see on the screen. So that's why I decided to switch to the YouTube Lives. I'm really glad I did. I think you have to have 100 subscribers before you can do YouTube Lives. There's like a threshold, and I think 100 is where you have to be for that. So in the meantime, you could just be taping on your phone and then uploading it. And then once you've uploaded it to YouTube, you can delete it off your phone because you don't need it anymore because now it's in the cloud. So, but yeah, and I can put my link to this mount. I think I've got it on that list of favorite things, but I'll make sure it's on there. If it's not on there, I'll go find it. It's $29.99, So, and I've tried different mounts and things. I've had mounts. I was laughing because I wanted to see these old videos where I was very quiet working in the dark. So I decided I'd go back and watch some of my really old videos and be embarrassed. And I had a mount that sat on my desk. It was like a tripod one, but it was really awkward. It was always getting in the way. And I felt like I was going to like kick it over, because I talk with my hands and stuff. And then I had another mount that was a kind of almost like a thick wire that you could adjust. But every time I did anything on the desk, the camera bounced. So it was like it didn't have enough tension. It wasn't straight enough. So this one's nice because it clamps onto, see if I can rotate this. It clamps onto the desk. See there? And then it's very sturdy, like it's strong metal, nothing's bouncing. I mean, yeah, if you're doing like big shot work or something, but I mean with the other one, literally I would stamp and my phone would do this, that was annoying. So, but yeah, I mean, I think it's a great thing. And I think it's for me, it's been a great way to catalog what I do and, have people have it as a resource and come back to it. So So if you're interested, and I know a few of us put up our YouTubes on Southern Sweet Stampers, so you can check out kind of what everybody's doing. Judy Allen has hers up there too, and she started really recently, so you can kind of see. And then the other girl whose name I can't remember at the moment, but it'll come back to me, who spoke last week. She also put her link as well.
The person from Canada?
Not Canada. Tammy Williams. So we started I started a little post on Southern Sweet Stampers, and you can see everybody's YouTube channels there. So you can see Judy's and Tammy's because they just started. And then you can see Candy's and mine because I think we've had, longer running ones. So
I have a YouTube channel, but all I have are birds and animals and stuff like that.
I love it.
But I was thinking this was like a good way if I wanted to show a friend how to make a card or how to do something, I could just do a video and then she could go look at it. Yeah.
I mean, and that's exactly it, right? We're just sharing card making with friends, So, and I mean, I've got most of my videos have like 10 to 35 views. I mean, like they're all very, very, there's not I don't have thousands and thousands of views. But the one video that went ballistic was the organization video. I posted a video of how like I organize my craft room because apparently people love seeing inside your craft room. It's like some sort of like looky-loo thing. And most of my videos have 30, 70, 41, I don't low views. 6,500. 6,500 views. And I only posted it like 6 weeks ago. Like everybody loves to see inside your underwear drawer, right? Like this is people's curiosity, right? They want to see your junk drawer. So anyway, I also love the people who decided to comment on that video and they said, well, those look like kitchen cabinets. And I was like, they are kitchen cabinets, like literally, like that is why I like them, And then what did another lady say? It was something else. I was like, please, you don't have to comment. Like if you have nothing nice to say, just move on, like, come on, folks. So, all right, I want to see your projects. So if you have something fun to share, I would love to see it. And I have some fun gifts to share with you all. And I know that I was a little late getting out some of the gifts this last month. So be patient with me. I'm sorry. I was in town and out of town, and anyways, things were a little wild, but everybody should have all their gifts soon. Elena, let me spotlight you.
I got one too.
Oh, good. Good. Okay. All right. You are spotlighted. Oh, yes. And Kathleen, I saw that you shared yours on the group, and I love that too. And if anybody wants to do that, if you'd rather just take a picture of what you've sent and share them that way, it's fine too. All right, my dear, show me what fabulousness have you made?
I'm just still playing with the ducks and the frogs.
That frog is so cute.
Pretty.
So cute. Oh my gosh. That peach pie looks nice on that. That looks good.
Thank you.
I'm not as opposed to it. Oh.
And then something unrelated. I work on paper dolls sometimes. That's my summer paper doll.
I love this.
That's a Julie Nuttig.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few of hers.
I love that. That's fabulous.
That's all.
I was jealous. All right. Let's see. If one of those happens to make it in the mail to me, feel free. All right, Terry, I'm gonna spotlight you.
Okay, yeah, I told you that at Southern Sweet Stampers meeting that I had walked into the new kitchen store here in town. And this is my first card. So I'm gonna propose this. It's just,
I love it.
but you know, it's a beginning.
No, it's
You know,
fabulous.
why is it we all have all these great ideas and we just can't make them happen lickety split? Because that's been at least 3 weeks in the making.
Well, I think that, sometimes, we've got lots of internal barriers, right? Lots of little voices, right?
I got
And
voices, yeah.
yeah, I mean, we'll have them. So this necklace, my mom gave me this necklace a long time ago, and the clasp had broken on the chain. And so I was wearing the pendant, but with a really cheap chain that I got from Marianne's stash of chains, and I hated it. And it's probably been broken for like 9 months. And it like isn't hard to go fix it, right? Like it probably wasn't going to cost a lot of money, but in my head, I was like, it's going to take time, it's going to take money. I don't want to spend money on this. I don't want to do this. So I finally sucked it up today and I went to the local jeweler and he fixed it in 3 seconds and $10 later. And I was out the door. And I was like, seriously, why did I make this a big deal? Right? Like now I have my necklace back. I'm a happy camper, right? $10. He was like, I can fix this right now. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, dokie.
And I totally understand it. And I think my thing is that all the really cute stuff on these cards comes out of a die cutting machine. And it's not hard, but it's a pain in my butt to run a die cutting machine.
Yeah.
And that's why you see a lot of punches on my stuff. So what I did was I went ahead and I sat down and I cut out all the coffee cups, roughly.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I just sat there and I was going to be hell or high water. I just cut every one of those coffee cups with the die cutting machine. Took me 2.5 hours, but I did it.
I think
It's that difficult.
well, die cutting, and I don't think that die cutting is great for beginners. Punches are where it's at, showing them how they can use simple paper. Like they're not going to go buy a cut and emboss machine. They're just not. I mean, sometimes, but not often. So yeah, I think, we all have that in our head, right? Someone, they might say no. Okay, so what? Something, we tend to overcomplicate things, right? We think of lots of barriers and we tend to overcomplicate. And I think what I've been learning this summer, especially with this new women's empowerment group I'm going to, is like, they're like, we are here to help each other. By helping each other, we are not limiting our abilities, we are multiplying our abilities, right? And so, in order to help one another, right, take the risk, ask the question, partner with someone, do the thing, So, I asked the neighborhood, like, hey, can I do 3 classes this summer with kids? And they were like, yeah, that sounds great. Let's do it. I've got 3 people coming to the houseplant class on Friday night, one of whom I've never met before. That's awesome. I have a lady coming over to the house tomorrow. She called me, she messaged me on Facebook. She said, I'm looking for a demonstrator in Dripping Springs. I said, you're in luck. I'm right here. She goes, my friend said because I want to get into stamping. And my friend said, I need a clear block, a mouse pad, and a VersaFine stamp pad. And I said, why don't I call you? And I was like, let's chat. So she goes, I'm 80 years old and I want to start stamping. And I was like, well, that is fabulous. And you need to come over and we're going to talk, And I said, one of my best stampers and longest customers is Miss Mary. And Mary was like 80 plus, And so I said, not a problem. Stamping is great. We'll help you out. We're going to get it. We're going to work it out. So, but I think the mouse pad was one of the stamp pads, like the foam pad. I was like, a mouse pad. Interesting shopping list you have. But I think we have to put ourselves out there and we have to stop. Zoop, 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 zoop. Tell the little voices to zoop, 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 zoop. So I know. Kathleen, I'm so excited to meet her. Her name's Tanya, y'all. Say a little prayer for me around noon tomorrow. Tanya's coming over. We're gonna see what happens. So
Yeah, I need somebody in my age. I'm 81,
see,
that.
I'm telling you,
I'm glad to get somebody in my age group.
I know. I was like, we're gonna have an 80 plus stamping group soon. So I know. And Miss Pat, how old are you? I've never asked you.
I'm 83.
See?
Yeah.
And it's never too late to start a new hobby, right? So
Right.
that's awesome. All right. Anyone else have any other crafty projects you want to share? Miss Patsy, let's see,
Hi.
my dear. Spotlight.
So we had done the card, this one female, but I was doing in my class male cards.
Oh,
Changed it up from
nice.
the blue
Yeah,
country for that.
nice.
I did
Patsy
that one.
Palmer, do you pick palm trees because your name is Palmer?
I will tell you that one looks like palm trees, but it's actually not. It's some kind of plant that like some dye, but it totally looked like palm trees when she flashed it up there real quick.
Well, if a new palm tree comes out, she owns it.
Yes.
She loves the ocean.
Yes. And this one
Oh,
for the birthday.
that's
Very
male.
nice.
Yeah, that's a great one. Those are good masculine designs there.
And then I did this with Elena, my
I
first
know.
one.
I love it. It's so cute. She says,
Ocean.
I know. I love that. That's so fun. All right, who else had their hand up? Let's share.
I'm going to throw
Melissa.
this out there. Here's my
Oh,
in the making Julie Nutting.
oh,
Just
that's
so you
funny.
know, I got 3 of them here.
Uh-huh.
I can't see her.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me see if I can get her. Here, Terry, hold it up one more time, and then we'll go to Melissa. Oh, there she is. Hey,
Yeah,
friend.
Julie. So I gotta cut out a skirt.
Sassy girls. All right.
Yeah.
Melissa, show me what you got. What you doing?
So I love my favorite color is blue. So I've been working with is it called the country in paper?
Yeah, yeah. Countryside Inn, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's one that I've made.
Oh,
Pretty.
So it's like using old and new stuff.
I like it.
Here's the next one.
Oh, I love that.
And then the next one.
Okay, I'm dragging out my blue paper again. Thank you very
I
much.
just love this paper. And this is the last one.
Oh, go back to the one before this one. I want to see you did like that one. Yeah, with the 4 different designs. I love that. So it was like a 2-inch, a 1-inch,
It's
like what is it?
I think it's a 2-inch, 1-inch, half-inch, and a fourth inch, maybe.
Yeah, like I remember that. I haven't done one like that in forever, but I loved doing that. Sometimes with busy prints, like that's a great way to use it, right? Because then you get little pieces, but I love the pieces you use too.
Yeah.
And I love the vertical stripes with the birthday candle on the last one.
This one.
Yeah, I love that. Gosh, that's really well done. You guys are such great card designers. Like, y'all put me to shame, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to, who else has a card to share? Anybody else? All right. You guys have done so good. Y'all are so amazing. I love it. And if you haven't watched the recording of Candy's meeting, when Anita starts showing off her books and she stuns Candy Rattray into silence, that was a great moment last week at Candy's meeting. I love that. She was like, oh.
You want me to show this group my little
I
one with
would
the
I would love
Yeah,
for you to. I was there. She does some amazing work. One of the first things you ever gave me was one of your little books, and it was the sweetest little gift. I still have it. Let's see, we'll
Okay.
spotlight you. Okay.
Okay, this is the it's called a diorama book.
That's crazy.
So you have little
Oh, wow.
and I used the paper that had the children on it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
and it's kind of, it's like it's a tunnel book. It's kind of
Yeah.
recessed in there. So
Oh,
It's
my.
absolutely stunning. Yeah. Yeah, Anita, you do lovely work. Y'all are so talented. I'm telling you.
thank you.
Well,
So Melissa, this is Pat. Do you have time for one more share?
absolutely. I have time for as many as we want.
Well, given that I'm an old person and grew up in the time of the World War II and you didn't waste anything,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to show you a quick process that I use. I decided to try that water color paper. And so I embossed this wonderful seaside shells. And I decided that I would use Melissa's technique of using the color going across it. Well, I messed it up. So I had to decide what to do. So I put it under the water and washed out most of the blue because I wanted to look like the shells were underwater. And then I let it dry. Well, it didn't come out quite right. So then I said, well, I have to use this one and put on top of where I messed it up. So I've used the Seaside Wishes
Yeah.
as well as that other Stampin' and Emboss. And I used the Blooming Pearl.
Oh, so pretty.
I used a pretty peacock card base. And this is what came out.
Holy
Oh.
cow.
Oh,
Holy cow.
So
Oh.
I can't find my camera.
There we
So
are.
I used a little bit of Winka Stella on some of the pieces and the pretty peacock ribbon. And
That's really
it
pretty,
came
Miss
out all right.
Pat.
I think I can send it.
You
Yeah, you can send it in December to my address
All
for my
right.
You
birthday.
could frame that.
Since that
I never
one
would have
makes
thought of
3 of those, I put
Yeah.
one on the inside
Oh, so beautiful.
and used the pretty peacock for the
Yeah, it says happy birthday, Terry Lynn.
Yeah.
exactly.
I like how each of us is finding our own birthday cards. We're like, you can send that to me and you can
Right.
send that to me. No, that's great. Those are beautiful, Pat.
So
I
I-
never would
I-
have thought of rinsing it.
Well, I don't know if it'll work every time. I just thought, well, I can't waste this. I can't throw it away. So it's up on dimensionals here. And then
course.
these are up on dimensionals and the inside's just blue.
That's gorgeous. That's absolutely gorgeous.
So that's how you correct a mistake. There's
Well,
never a mistake, right? Melissa,
wash your
there's never-
paper.
you
I've never
wash
heard of
it.
anybody doing that, but it turned out totally cool. That's amazing. So you guys are so awesome. All right. Anything else to share? Any other inspiration? Any other questions? There are no mistakes in stamping. That's true, Melissa. Just opportunities for embellishment and washings, apparently.
Right.
Wow. Was it watercolor paper? It was watercolor paper, right?
Watercolor paper. Mhm.
That's why it was able to hold up. That makes sense. Because that's some serious paper, right? Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
some heavy bond paper there. So
Yes,
all
I
right,
was
well,
afraid it wouldn't cut those sand dollars out, but it did.
that's impressive. That's really nice. You guys did great. All right, I'm going to spotlight me because we're going to do some prizes. All right, we have some ribbons. We have basic beige. We have peach pie. We have, what is this one? Shy Shamrock. We have, oh, I can't have this one in here. Sorry. I was like, what? Oh, that was crazy. Okay, so we have these 3. We have the Baker's Twine 3-pack. This is still current. And it's the really soft colors from the spring, but they're really lovely. I like them. And then I also have a pack of the 6x6 in color designer series paper. So if you're interested in that, this is the new colors. I have this is from the online exclusives, the Cherry Cobbler and Pearl adhesive backed berries. So if you need some berries, I have the Pearl Trio. So those are the things that I have for door prizes. So let us pick some winners. Oh, and then if anybody needs, I still have, I'll put these in the mix as well. I still have some more of the Post-it notes that say, I didn't sign this card before I sent it off to you and said it holds my warmest thoughts, invisible but true. So if you find you need to brighten someone's day, take this card and sign it and send it on its way. So I have some more packs of these, so as well. The first person is Melissa Ramirez. Yay, Melissa. What would you like? Oh, I couldn't hear you.
I'm getting confused with buttons here. I will take the ribbon. The basic, is it the basic beige?
It's the beige, yeah. Beautiful. All
Thank
right.
you.
Absolutely. All right, next person. We have Patsy Palmer. What would you like?
Yes, the shy shimmer, is that right? The ribbon.
Shy Shamrock?
Shamrock. Yes.
Yeah. We're shy shamrocking it. All right. Let's shy shamrock that. Excellent. And next person.
Thank you.
Miss Terry, what would you like?
Ooh, the 6x6 papers sound lovely.
All right, let's make that happen. Excellent. All right.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Always. All right. I'll pick another one. Melissa again. Yay! Because you get entered once for coming and once for showing projects. So we are down to, let's see, 1, 2, some peaches, some cream. This again.
How about the embellishments behind the berries?
Aha, the pearls.
Thank
Yes,
you.
absolutely. All right, back to my pile. Okay. Patsy, I'm drawing multiples today.
The berries, please.
The berries.
Thank you.
Berries and cream. All right. Oh. Kathleen. We have Kathleen, peach pie. We have the really nice twine, baker's twine, or some of the Post-it notes.
You said the twine is still current and
It is.
does it tie well?
It does. It's a thin twine, so it's like our linen thread. It's actually even a little bit softer than that. It's more like a cotton. It's really nice. I actually really, really like it. And it's really cute when you put all three together.
Okay, I'll do that, please. Thank you.
Very good choice. I highly like it. I just had a lot of it. Like I think I still have like another pack and a half or something. And Veronica, would you like peach pie or some Post-it notes? You might be muted. You're muted, but I still love you.
Trouble with the mute and the unmute. Sorry. I'll take peach ribbon, please.
Of course, absolutely. All right, there you go. Well done, everybody. That was a nice meeting and happy July. I can't believe we're just trucking into the fall. For me, this is when crafting gets really, really fun. So things are about to get really fun. I don't know what the August meeting packet is, but I would like to facilitate one of our card swaps that we do, where we do 4 cards and we send them to 4 friends, like on the address book, like you sign up and you make the ingredients. And so it's like a shoebox swap, but you tuck everything in there and then you send it to 4 people on the list. And then you get 4 cards, which is really fun, from other friends on our team. So it's a very small little swap. It does need to be current, so just keep yourself current. But I'll put a post up and we'll have it so that your recipients will get it by the time we have our next meeting. So just make sure it's in their hands by the time we have our August meeting. You could use new online exclusives. You could use annual catalog. You could use past online exclusives that are still current, which there's still a ton. The coffee, the zinnias. I mean, there's still so much cute stuff. If you're psychotic and you like rush ship something, it's possible that you could use holiday catalog stuff, but I wouldn't highly recommend it. I'd say don't worry about that. And then just so you all know, I'm still planning on doing the Christmas sampler as a team swap. So yeah, so we will still do that project. I still love that project. So, you know, when you look at the holiday catalog, if there is a set that you like, that you think, okay, I personally like this set, but I don't know that I would teach a class with it, or, you know, think about like, okay, well, maybe there's a place for it in our holiday sampler where you make the 9 squares and you get 9 squares. And then you have a little piece of everyone else in a little holiday sampler, which is a really nice project that we do. And I'll give more guidance on that as we get closer to the holidays, but we will keep that for sure. And then I know that Candy hasn't been doing the October treat challenge. I think it's been a while since she's done it, but I think I'm going to do it because I like Halloween and I like treats. And I think that October is a really fun time to give out little treats to people. So, so I'm probably going to do that for our team because we haven't done it. I think it's been a year or two since we've done it. So the October treat challenge is based on numbers. So, and I think Terry won it once a few years back. And I think I might have won it once, maybe the year before Terry or something, but then Terry blew me out of the water. So it is purely a numbers game, and it's all about spreading happiness and spreading cheer. They don't have to be Halloween related. They could be a fall thank you or, you know, some other little treat package, but it's always nice to spread, you know, spread some happiness around town. It could be for neighbors, the Starbucks worker, the drive-through person, the dry cleaner, you know, the people that you run into on a daily basis. It could be for kids in your class, teachers at school, dentists, doctors, you know, whoever, right? But so I've got kind of I think I have a pretty good vision of like what the fall looks like for our team, hopefully. And hopefully I've got a couple fun, you know, fun things thrown in there. And then we'll be doing the better your best. So hopefully this next quarter is good for everybody. With the holiday catalog, you know, everybody loves crafting for the holidays. So
Current product on that random act of kindness.
I don't think so.
Okay. Yay
I'd
for
like
me.
I'd like it to be Stampin' Up.
Yeah, definitely Stampin' Up.
Okay, that'll be my compromise. Is it has to be Stampin' Up, but it could be retired because it could be a really good way to use your retired stuff up, right? So, which I'm all about using retired papers and stuff. So good. All right. Well, everybody, happy July. Thanks for being here. And please let me know if you have questions. If anybody needs like one-on-one time and you want to set up a time to talk, just message me and be like, hey, can I have 15 minutes? Can I have 30 minutes? Can we hop on a Zoom? You know, Melissa, if you want to check out YouTube and you want me to, you know, be with you while we set it up, no problem. You know, I never have any problems doing that. And then Susan and I are hosting that dive-in day, which is next week, not this weekend. Anyways, it's sometime soon. Lord have mercy. And I'm not selling online tickets to it. I am going to record some of the content. Susan and I don't know what we're going to do with the recorded content because we're not sure that it's going to come out. Like, I didn't want people to pay us money if a online version of it wasn't as good as an in-person version, right? So we want to keep the quality really high. I have an idea of what that looks like in the future. I didn't have enough runway to like make that project lift off this time, right? We had a shorter time runway and I couldn't get that off the ground, but I know what it looks like in the future. So, Will there be a holiday catalog mail-in swap and shoebox swap? Yes, there definitely will be. I will organize the holiday catalog mail-in swap. It probably won't be due until September because we're gonna have to make it due in September in order to have enough time for everybody to get their product and stuff. It's real tight there in August. And then there definitely will be a shoebox swap for those of us local, but I don't have a date. And I need to go to the group and see when the group wants to do that. So we'll throw around some dates for those of you who are local. If you're not getting invited to the shoebox swap and you're local and you want to be invited, or even like Melissa, if it's something that you would want to come in for, you're not local, but you're local-ish. I mean, you might have to spend the night, but guess what? We have a guest bedroom, so if that's something that you guys are interested in, please let me know. And then know that I always put the holiday catalog mail-in swap goes on Southern Sweet Stampers, and the shoebox swap always goes on my business page because we invite demonstrators who aren't on our team. So we've got other local demos who we coordinate with. And for those of you who aren't local, this is definitely something that you can be running with other demonstrators in your local area too. So just, something to think about. Because we used to do it in South Carolina. So good. All right. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate you. See you later.
Bye.